Let me just say that I am actually a long-time fan of the glorious Golden Arches and its CEO, the Crown Prince of 3 a.m. cheeseburger salvation, Mr. Ronald McDonald, long may he reign, even though what I'm about to relay isn't exactly flattering. Then again, the fact the fast food chain has penetrated popular culture so far as to birth its very own prefix is pretty impressive, even if, like a soggy stone-cold fillet of fish, that last sentence turns your stomach. The prefix Muck has been and continues to be applied to the folk who brought you Blue Mel Gibson, some picturesque castles and the fried Mars bar, and also to many McDonald's related words, making them Muck words, our Muck first Muck entry on this here Muck list. So what is a Muck word? Well, Muck word is a Muck word. That's a word with the Muck from McDonald's squished onto the front like the other 9 words on this list. A Muck word is usually applied to something that shares the abstract quality of McDonald'sness. That is, something mass-produced, something inauthentic, something quickly or shoddily made. McMansion is an example of this. McMansion is a slightly snobbish name for a garishly big house made of low-quality materials, which, like the golden hue of the McDonald's logo itself, is supposed to suggest top-notchedness. That's not a word. But in fact denotes pretentiousness and bad taste. Mansions are often criticised for not really fitting in with their environments, rather like a salad on a McDonald's menu. Coming in hotter than the apple-flavoured lava found inside a McDonald's apple pie, at number 3, McJob. McJob is a noun describing low-paying, low-prestige employment, usually part-time, usually in the service industry, and in a job with few or no prospects of advancement. I've done a few McJobs in my time, and I can tell you that they perform on the human soul what a metal spatula and a hot griddle do to a beef patty over and over and over again for eternity. At number 4, McChurch. This describes a church with a massive congregation, and I'm talking tens of thousands of people. No judgment here, I bet it's great fun singing hymns in a congregation the size of a sports crowd, but you wouldn't get me inside one unless Ronald himself was giving the service and they gave you Big Mac sliders for communion. At number 5, McDojo. That's probably my favourite word in the English language, dojo, a martial arts school. This is otherwise known as a belt factory, in other words a school with a very low quality threshold that churns out wannabe ninjas like chicken nuggets. The top belt you can get from a McDojo is still black and not pale, flaccid, gherkin green like it should be. At number 6, McMafia. This is the name of a book by Misha Glenny, recently adapted into a mini-series by the BBC. Glenny coined the term in relation to a group of Chechen gangsters whose crime empire used the same franchising model as the Hamburglers. The franchising model was supposed to ensure consistency and quality of services, the grimmest of these being the amount of violence that was used to keep control. As far as I'm aware, the gang never actually used McDonald's products in their torture methods, but I would suggest a mozzarella dipper up the nose would do the job. McMafia brings us to McDonald'sation at number 7. McDonald'sation means the tendency of the world as a whole to take on the characteristics of the fast food chain. Anything can be and will be McDonald's in time. Even YouTube, where big corporate interests are pumping money into the platform to ensure a more consistent and ad-friendly product. That said, please like and subscribe. At number 8, McPaper, as in Mc newspaper, a paper high on paper and low on content. Like McMansion, this is a slightly snobbish term used to describe a newspaper which is for the masses, which uses a simple prose style and flashy use of colour. The American tabloid USA Today is usually the given example. At number 9, McLibel, the name of a 1997 documentary based on a famous English lawsuit for libel filed by McDonald's against the environmental activists Helen Steele and David Morrissey for a fact sheet, a kind of leaflet they produced criticising the company. The case rumbled on for 10 years, yes, 10 years. What began as a straightforward libel case ended up being a long, drawn-out exploration of freedom of speech and the defendant's right to legal aid. And at number 10, possibly the worst Muck word of all time, McRefugee, meaning somebody who spends all night in a 24-hour McDonald's, maybe because they've been out on the town and they're waiting to go to work, maybe because they're homeless. Like I say, not the nicest word, but interesting. Do you know any other Muck words or words that should be Muck words? If so, drop them in the comments box below, and remember to like and subscribe to the Earth to Submission channel for weekly Muck giggles.